Hi, my name is Sibelius. I'm the CTO of the Feedback House. I'm using GraphQL 3 years already. And in this lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about one of the key concepts of the relay model, data collocations. So let's do a quick overview of this lesson. First part, we're going to learn what is data collocation. So we're going to learn what's data collocation uses for. We're going to do a real case analysis of a e-commerce app, how the app components are structured and how the data requirements in them are structured in the tree. We're also gonna see which kind of problem does it solve. We also later on in the demo we're gonna learn how to use fragment containers for data collocation in our JavaScript code using relay. So data collocations is to declare the data that you need besides your component, maybe even the same file. So here we have a React component that's gonna render a product, gonna render like the image of the product and also the product name. So besides it, the same file we have a GraphQL fragment that we're gonna declare that we need like parts of the product type of the GraphQL. So here we have name and also image and ID of the product, and relay gonna make sure that the components get this data in the runtime. So let's see how can structure a commerce app, normal app. So the cart view of our commerce app. So we have a cart component over here. The cart component proposed by cart item. So we can have like many cart items, shopping cart of the user, and each cart item also has a product that's, for example, just render the image of the product. So as you can see, we have three components. They're very tight together. In the example, if you're using React or Redux, they are very tight. So we represent here using different colors, different data requirements for it. So the product has the green data requirements, the cart type has the red one, cart has the blue. So what we need to do, we're gonna pass data requirement from the left to the top of the tree. So cart item needs to know we understand the data requirement product, and cart needs to know all the data requirement, all the cart items. So cart is gonna send the request to our server, and server is gonna return all this data, and we're gonna pass data to our tree component. So as you can see, like one component needs to know about the other data. This is very bad because we're using coupling of this component. So if I change one of these, probably gonna change the others. So basically, like if I change the product to another data requirement that are gonna represent in yellow here, we need to change the cart item and cart as well in our data fetching log. So if we have like many components, our code base is very big, it's gonna be a very problem for us because we're gonna need to change a lot of change like some data requirements. So let's see how can we solve this in relay data collocation. So what relay does, it's that like the components declare which data it needs. So instead of components that it data needs, we declare this in a fragment container. So we have a product cart item cart, and cart item doesn't need to know kind of data it needs. Also, the cart doesn't know about the cart item. So that's great. So if I change the product in this example using relay, we are not gonna change it at all, like the cart type, the cart, our data fetching is gonna be handled by relay there at all about our data fetching. So that's great. Gonna scale. So let's take a look at our demo. In our demo, we're gonna take a look how can we use fragment containers to bring data components, and how can you use the fragments that are gonna create for our components, yeah, to compose our queries that are gonna And so here in this demo, we're gonna learn how to use create fragment container to have data collocation for our components and how to reuse them in our query. So this is our post component. We have a post title and post descriptions, and we're gonna declare create fragment container to declare that this post requires a fragments on post type of the GraphQL, and we need title and description in this case. So create fragment containers define which component needs which data, which kind of fragments they need. The convention is to use like the name of the file and the name of the fragments. So after you change each fragment, you need to rerun your relay compiler to generate all the artifacts, all the types, all the GraphQL code. Relay is gonna generate all the TypeScript and flow types, so you can make sure all your code is type checked well. We are going to use our post fragment on our query handling, so relay knows which kind of post we are fetching from our server. We're going to pass the post prop from the query handler to our post fragment container, so it's gonna get like the data we need. So each fragment we're gonna receive the same property we asked for. So in this case, post, we're gonna receive a post prop. So a best practice is to always use fragment containers instead of querying directly in the query, so you know which kind of data is for each component. After the demo, let's do a quick summary of what I have learned in this lesson. We learned a little bit about data collocation. We did a brief overview of data collocation. We understand what kind of problem does it solve. We also learned how to use fragment containers in our app to bring data collocation benefits to our code base. I also made a boilerplate of relay model with TypeScript, so you can just go there and start hacking around with your relay modern app.